Bad morning out there. 35 degrees on this April 10th. Dutra's got the details on the warm-up throughout this week. You know, it's National Robotics Week, a week full of all things robots, several expos, competitions planned across the state. And new at 8 o'clock here on Good Day, Brenda Lane from Mindcraft Makerspace is here to tell us more. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being here. We've got a couple of examples of robots, and that's the thing. When people talk robots, Brenda, they think of a robot, but robots can come in many different forms.
Exactly. Some of one of the things that we're doing this weekend for National Robotics Week is offering a free event at both our locations in Lowry, XL Learning at Lowry, and Stanley Marketplace.
That's the new one, right?
That's the new one, where we have Minecraft Makerspace, as you mentioned. So kids will get to come out and craft their own robots from recycled materials, because we're offering a mashup celebration, because it's also Earth Day coming up.
See, there you go.
So you take
combine the two, right?
Exactly.
And so this is a traditional robot that we think of, but drones are super popular, and they are in essence a form of a robot. They just happen to fly.
Correct. And they all of these new, well, actually, we are told we have entered the fourth industrial revolution.
Is that right?
Yes. And all these things have one thing in common. Well, number one, National Robotics Day is a way to highlight the U.S. leadership in robotics technology development. So, but all these things have one thing in common. They need programmers, they need designers, they need people who can build them, maintain them, fix them. So we are creating that next workforce pipeline. That's
your focus, is on getting these kids interested in this stuff and teaching them how to use this stuff. We talked about 3D printers during the break before we came out, and y'all are working on specific curriculum designed around 3D printers.
Correct. So we will be teaching, we call them makers, from ages 5 to 95, how to use these transformative technologies.
Yeah. I mean, this changes everything.
It changes everything.
When you can print something, we were just, I was reading about Douglas County Schools, they're printing some parts for their buses instead of ordering those parts. And think about how that can change every industry out there.
Exactly. You know, we worry about automation taking over the workforce. You hear a lot about that, but indeed we need to create
different jobs
that will oversee these new technologies.
All right, so you all have summer camps. Are those full? Can people still get in?
No, you can still get in. In fact, if you go online at either our mindcraftmakerspace.com website or xllearning.com, you can register still for some of these camps and put in robots as a promo code and get 10% off.
Easy. I can spell that.
Yes.
That's the test, actually. If you can't spell it, you're not allowed. I'm just kidding. So tell me about the new space that y'all are opening at Stanley Marketplace, because it's just blowing up there.
Stanley is a great mix of businesses, and we are opening a makerspace, but we're actually what would be called a digital fabrication lab.
Okay.
So we'll have primarily 3D printers, laser cutters, vinyl printers, vinyl cutters, sewing machines that will do a lot of the industrial sewing for costuming, etc.
The automated sewing machines that you program as opposed to sitting down and pushing fabric through them.
So,
and a lot of kids don't get exposed to this stuff in school. Maybe their schools can't afford all this equipment, so it's cool to supplement their education with access to this type of stuff.
Correct, and that's really what we are about. Is our start was with supplemental education, and we do actually a one-on-one tutoring at the Lowry location. But we also have camps for academic booster camps for kids who struggle with dyslexia, because this is all great stuff for all kids.
Right.
But you also have to have some strong reading and writing and math skills to
those
get into STEM.
are important too, I suppose.
So we offer all of those services, but we're super excited about the Stanley Marketplace and our fabrication lab.
Well, thank you so much.
It's great.
I appreciate your time. I mean, some great examples here of some of the tools that they offer. Robotics Week, as she mentioned, very cool this week, an exciting time. You can find more information about Robotics Week, all the events they have planned and others have planned as well. Go to kdvr.com, click on the On Fox 31 tab on our website. We've got links. You mentioned a couple of links. We'll link those up as well so you can find it too. Greg, if I was in school when this stuff was around,
oh man,
my life would be so much different. I wouldn't be here.
We were just talking about what we used in school. Remember, like Mavis Beacon teaches typing and stuff like that. And now they're using 3D printers in school, and we're like, you know, doing Math Blaster and stuff. And the kids these days, they got it. Temperatures running between 10 and 15.